Hi, everyone. In my General Biology 1 class from the CCP program. um, so this would be Bio 111, PSNT 1, and PSNT 2. These are the students that I'm addressing. I really wanted to introduce myself. My name is Leanne Daughtry. I am your instructor for the semester. You've already gotten off to a great start. We handled a little bit of a tricky situation with registering for our Connect third-party website, but everyone was very patient and everything worked out just great. So I really just wanted now to take the time to go into our Moodle course and also to our Connect course and make sure everyone knows what to do pretty much on a weekly basis. Just kind of how the class is going to be set up, when you can expect me to post new material, that kind of thing. So as you can see here, I've gone to the Wilson Community College main webpage, and from there I'm going to click on Moodle, and I'm just going to go to our PSNT1 section. Sorry, I need to log in, but it's going slowly today. All right, so I'm going to log in. And I'm going to section PSNT1, which looks identical to PSNT2. And here's the welcome page. I want to make sure from the welcome page that I know that almost all of you, if not all of you by now, have completed the enrollment verification quiz. Don't worry about the grade for that quiz. It doesn't count. It's for attendance purposes. So don't worry about that. There is a large section here in bold print about your midterm and your final exam. We have proctoring on campus at Wilson Community College. Your midterm and final exams the midterm will count 15% of your grade, and I think it has the first 5 chapters on it. And then sorry, I'm looking at myself and my glasses are off. Anyway, the final has a lot more chapters on it. It will have the remaining chapters that we cover after the first 5. So it will require a little bit more studying. But both of these will be proctored. You will have to take these exams in a proctoring center with a proctor, with a certified proctor, so that we can make sure that you are the one taking the exam. Unfortunately, we have students online who someone else takes the course for them, and it's not most of the students are honest. Most of the students don't cheat, but the ones that do force us to have to do things like, this. So you will have to take these in a proctoring center, and I prefer that you do it on campus here at Wilson. You are going to have to sign up at least 24 hours in advance, but the earlier the better, because you want to make sure you can get a spot. Just so that you know, the midterm can be taken anytime between February the 20th and March the 1st. February the 20th and March the 1st. Monday through Thursday from 8 until 6 and Friday from 8 until 3. So look at your schedules and make sure that you're available sometime during those dates, and you can get a ride, that you have transportation to Wilson Community College so that you can take the test in the proctoring center. And you do need to have a 2-hour block of time to do that, okay? It won't take 2 hours. The test won't take 2 hours, but it will take 2 hours of your life, to get in there and get set up and sign in and all that kind of stuff, and then actually take the exam. So you're going to need to set aside 2 hours to do that. Now, And if you have any problems with that, you need to let me know now. You need to send me an email and let me know now that this is going to be a problem, because there are alternatives. I prefer that you do it this way, but there are alternatives. We can try and find a proctor at your school. But it's going to have to be someone who is an instructor or a guidance counselor, something like that, or an administrator that's can sit with you and observe you as you take your exam. Okay, so now that I've gone over that, I do suggest that you print out a copy of the syllabus, the few pages at the end that give you the weekly schedule, and that way you can plan your time. And of course, if you haven't registered for your Connect course, you need to do that. My personal information, my contact information is here. My office on campus is Building G, room 117. Technically, my office hours are Mondays and Tuesdays from 11 to 1, but I'm most of the time in my office or on campus, available to answer emails and phone calls. Monday through Thursday between 8:30 or 9 in the morning until about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and then I have a class. Other times can be arranged, but those are the times that I'm generally easily, available. And I do check my emails on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday as well. There's my email address is ldaughtry@wilsoncc.edu. Here's your verification quiz. Any announcements that I post will be here, but they also will go to your email. Here's your course syllabus and how to register for Connect. And now I'm going to move to week 1. So every week you will see an overview, the learning outcomes, the instruction for how you're going to learn the material, your activities, and your assessments. So I'll go over with you which things are graded, that kind of thing. So for example, for week 1, you have your overview at the top that you can read, and your learning outcomes, which I encourage you to read those because they kind of help you to focus your learning to make sure that you're covering those learning outcomes. You do, for your instruction, you need to complete your Chapter 1 Smart Book with a 100%. That is graded. That will be a graded activity. Every week for every chapter that we cover is the Smart Book, and it takes a few hours to do. I try to condense it, but even when I try to condense it, it's still lengthy. So I encourage you to do that. That is graded. Then you have slides that are posted that you can review, and you can also watch the recorded lectures that are posted in Moodle. The slides and the recorded lectures are posted in Moodle, and all the recorded lectures are simply me, my voice, explaining and going over the material in the slides for that chapter. So they may not be the most entertaining, but if you will watch them and take notes on them, then there will be a quiz. It's typically not hard, but there will be a quiz just to ensure that you watched it, that you watched the lectures and took notes on them. So there will also be a quiz, and you can see that down here in assessments, complete recorded lecture quiz in Moodle. So reviewing the slides and watching the recorded lecture is not something I grade, but I do grade the recorded lecture quiz, which is also posted in Moodle. So that's the part you're going to do in Moodle each week. Okay, now look under activities. It says here that there are 4 assignments in Connect, and it lists the names of those assignments: Virtual Labs Tutorial, Lab Safety Hand Washing, Personal Safety in the Lab, and Scientific Method Lab Pill Bug Preference. So these are virtual labs that you'll do in Connect. They're not hard at all to do. They just take a little bit of time, but they're very, especially for you guys. You're better with technology than I am, and I'm sure. And so I think that you go through those pretty easily. The lab assignments, the virtual lab assignments, I don't think you'll have difficulty with those. And then any questions that you have, post those to the week 1 Q&A discussion forum, which is posted on below. That is not for personal things. That is for questions about the material. That is for like letting everyone know that you're having trouble with a certain topic, or that you breezed through it. That's even great. That's even better. I found the material to be very easy this week. I enjoyed it. You can post those kinds of comments, but it's where you can interact with your classmates and also with me about the material that we are learning. So if you have personal things like a question about what's an alternative to the proctoring center, because I can't make it during those times, if you have a question like that, you need to email me. That doesn't go in the weekly forums. But the weekly forums are really good. I hope the classes that I have that get involved in that, that really take advantage of it, I think it really makes the class so much better. So I encourage you to do it. It is not graded. So you do not get a grade for doing that. That is completely on your own, but I do think it does help with the overall experience of the class. Now, down in the assessments, these are all graded. You have the recorded lecture quiz in Moodle, which this chapter's recorded lecture quiz was 2 questions. So, sometimes they'll be longer, but they are not long at all. These are not long. You just have to do them. And then there's the chapter 1 quiz in Connect and the week 1 lab quiz in Connect. So you generally in Connect are going to have the most assignments, the most graded assignments, okay? So what's graded this week, again, is the Smart Book up here in Instruction. That's graded. The activities, the virtual labs in Connect, and then all of the assessments are graded. So that's 5 graded activities. It's really more if you count all the different virtual labs, but it's 5 total graded activities that you would have for this week. Now, everything is due January 25th, so you still have 6 days from the time I made this recording anyway. And so for the next week, I will try to post that. Everything is going to be due on Mondays. And then I will try to post the material for the following week, which is due. This one, Basic Chemistry, is due on January 30th. So 2 Mondays from now. Is that right? Yes, 2 Mondays from now. I have not posted the recorded lectures yet. I've started them, but I haven't posted them, all of them yet. This is my first time recording lectures with this particular textbook, so I'm having to record them, as I go. So anyway, I will try to have them posted by the Friday before that week begins. Okay, so it's due January 30th, which means the beginning of week 2 is going to be technically Monday or Tuesday, however you want to look at that. But the beginning of week 2 being a Monday, I would probably at least have everything posted for that week by the Friday before. Okay, so it gives you a little over a week with each topic. So I hope that makes sense. All right, I don't think I'm going to have time to go to Connect, but hopefully you're doing okay with that. That is pretty straightforward. If you have any questions, of course, just email me or call me. And I hope you guys have a great semester. I hope we all do.